Give it to me.
Welcome back to Wheels 4 Drive. Today we're diving deep into one of the long-standing names in the SUV world, the Nissan Pathfinder. Now, let's start with a question. When you think about a Pathfinder, what comes to mind? Is it that rugged, trailblazing SUV that you can take anywhere? Or do you think of it more as a family-friendly hauler that's perfect for road trips and school runs? Whatever your answer is, the Pathfinder has certainly come a long way since it first hit the scene. But how far exactly has it evolved? And is it really keeping up with the competition? Let's go back for a moment. The original Nissan Pathfinder was essentially a pickup truck with an enclosed body, something built to tackle tough terrains. Fast forward to today, and it's evolved into a 3-row family SUV. But here's where things get interesting. Has it really kept pace with the likes of the Subaru Ascent, Chevrolet Traverse, or Kia Telluride? Is it still that adventurous Pathfinder we remember, or is it trying to play catch-up in a segment that's fiercely competitive? One of the big questions for 2025 is, what's changing? Well, not much. The 2025 Nissan Pathfinder isn't expected to see major overhauls, but why? Is Nissan playing it safe or simply focusing on their upcoming Armada redesign? They might be keeping updates to the Pathfinder minimal, small tweaks like more driver assist features, a digital gauge display, and maybe some fresh paint colors. But do those changes really make a difference? Think about it for a moment. When you're looking for a 3-row SUV, what's on your checklist? Safety, technology, performance. Well, the Pathfinder does check many of those boxes. For instance, it's an IIHS Top Safety Pick Plus and earned a 5-star overall safety rating from the NHTSA. That's a big deal, right? But is safety alone enough to make it stand out in this crowded field? Now, speaking of performance, how does it actually drive? The Pathfinder comes with a 3.5-liter V6 engine, offering 284 horsepower or up to 295 horsepower in the Rock Creek trim when using premium fuel. Not bad, right? But here's the catch. Despite the decent numbers, the engine feels a bit gutless in everyday driving situations. It performs best at the top of its rev range, but how often are you really going to push it that hard? Wouldn't it make more sense to have a turbocharged or hybrid engine like some of its competitors offer? Imagine smoother acceleration, better fuel economy, and less effort when cruising around town or on long highway drives. And speaking of fuel economy, let's talk numbers. The FWD Pathfinder gives you about 20 miles per gallon in the city and 27 miles per gallon on the highway, which isn't terrible, but also not groundbreaking. Opt for the AWD model and you're looking at a slight dip, especially with the Rock Creek version, which gives you around 20 to 21 miles per gallon in the city and 23 to 27 miles per gallon on the highway, depending on configuration. Sure, those numbers are okay, but we can't ignore the fact that some of its rivals offer better efficiency, especially when they come with more modern powertrains. Have you ever found yourself navigating through tight parking lots or city streets? If you've driven a Pathfinder, you know it's not exactly the easiest to maneuver, right? Its large turning radius and slow steering can be a bit of a challenge in those situations. So while it's comfortable on the open road, is it really ideal for city driving? That's something to think about if you spend a lot of time in urban areas. One area where the Pathfinder does impress is its interior. The doors open wide, making it easy to get in and out, especially if you're wrangling kids or cargo. And speaking of the interior, how important is third row space to you? For families, that third row can make or break a vehicle. In the Pathfinder, the third row space is decent, but not great. If you're regularly hauling around 7 or 8 passengers, there are competitors out there offering more room for everyone. But if you're using it occasionally or for smaller passengers, it gets the job done. What about tech features? The 2024 models already come equipped with an 8.0-inch touchscreen on base trims, and higher-end models upgrade to a 9.0-inch screen and a 12.3-inch digital gauge cluster. Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are standard across the board, but wireless connectivity is reserved for the larger screen. Pathfinder also has plenty of USB ports for those in the first and second rows, and higher trims even offer USB ports in the third row. Plus, a 13-speaker Bose audio system and a head-up display are available, which are nice touches for those who want premium features. But here's the thing, many of these features are standard or offered in rivals, and some of them do it better. Let's get back to the question we asked earlier. How does the 2025 Pathfinder stack up against its competitors? Well, we know that SUVs like the the Kia Telluride and Chevrolet Traverse offer more space, better handling, and even better tech in some cases. So if you're looking for an SUV that excels in every area, the Pathfinder might not be at the top of the list. But here's another question. Should the Pathfinder be written off completely? Absolutely not. It has its strengths. It's a solid family SUV with safety features that will give you peace of mind, and it has enough tech and comfort to keep most people happy. Plus, if you're not taking it off-road often or don't mind the slightly dated engine, it'll serve you well for years to come. At the end of the day, the 2025 Nissan Pathfinder is a competent 3-row SUV that does its job. But here's the thing, does it do enough to stand out in a segment packed with outstanding competitors? That's up to you to decide. So what do you think? Would you consider the Pathfinder for your next family SUV? Or is there another vehicle on your radar that you think does it better? Let us know in the comments below. We'd love to hear your thoughts on the Pathfinder, whether you've owned one in the past or if you're considering one now. And if you enjoyed today's deep dive into the world of SUVs, don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to Wheels 4 Drive for more daily videos just like this one. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.